Good morning, everyone, and welcome to our 29th and very first outdoor commencement ceremony for Schenectady High School. My name is Christopher Schenk, and I am the executive principal of Schenectady High School. I would like to ask everyone to please stand for the presentation of the colors by the Schenectady High School JROTC and for the playing of our national anthem.
Oh, say can you see my daughter light, was so proudly pale at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous night o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming. And the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free?
Everyone may be seated. First thing, let's give a round of applause for our JROTC cadets. I have to say, it is exhilarating to be here right now, to be together on our field for this celebration. As this year progressed, we all knew that today would look a little different than the usual graduation ceremony. But honestly, I never knew it would look this good. Let's cheer for the class of 2021. Our program today may look and sound a little different, but that's okay, because we are so happy to be together. If you are like me, you have spent the last 10 days hitting refresh on your phone's weather app to see if today's forecast was rain or 95 degrees or, knowing this year, a hurricane. After everything that this class has experienced in the crazy journey of this last year, we can all agree that you, the class of 2021, truly deserves this beautiful, sunshine-filled graduation day. For everyone here to understand what a journey this has been for this class, we must follow their path backward, retracing their steps all the way back to the 2008-2009 school year when the class of 2021 entered kindergarten. 2008 was a notable year. The election of President Obama, a national financial meltdown, the first Iron Man movie, and the release of the second generation iPhone called the iPhone 3G. Throughout the years since, the members of the class of 2021 have been traveling their individual paths to this place for this celebration. Their journey along the path was made more challenging by circumstances, some by choice, and others forced upon them. For some, the challenges may have come in the schools attended or the moves their family made. For others, it may have been in the opportunities that came their way, that they knew would be a large challenge. Or for everyone, it was that other thing, and I'm not going to name it, that had us all in our homes and out of our classrooms and workspaces for so much of this last year and a half. Basketball legend Kareem Abdul-Jabbar spoke at a recent graduation and said, "Surviving means that you have come through the catastrophe, but you're still relatively intact. But thriving is about learning and growing as a result of the event." For you, the members of the class of 2021, to thrive along the pathways you traveled took enormous effort. To thrive despite these challenges, despite barriers that were placed in your way, is extraordinary. As everyone assembled here knows, from their own experiences or watching your hard work, what you have accomplished was not easy. There were no shortcuts, no cheat codes, no smoother paths to reach this day. Challenge and adversity could be around every corner. The can-do spirit that propelled the class of 2021 to thrive rather than just survive was embodied by the success of our inaugural class of Smart Transfer students. If anyone is not aware, there are 7 graduates here who followed a path that led them into college before they even started their sophomore year. By the time they were juniors, they were enrolled at SUNY Schenectady full-time. The courage that these scholars showed, enrolling in classes with adults of all ages, excelling in those classrooms, and now graduating with associate's degrees, demonstrated an enormous amount of bravery in the face of adversity. Let's give them a round of applause. But that is another lesson on our journey. We sometimes must face the adversity. We must face the risks. We should never fear failure, and we should not turn back. We should see failure as feedback and value it as a powerful motivator and educator in our ongoing journeys, always using it to our advantage and using it to thrive. Our graduates here know from their experience that they cannot always do it alone. A great piece of advice I read recently says, it matters a whole lot less what exactly you are doing and a whole lot more about who you're doing it with. Let's stop for a moment and take a look around this field and look at all the people who are here. I want the graduates to think deeply because as graduates, you're expected to be deep thinkers. Think deeply about the impact of the people on this field have had on your lives and on your successes. Your families, your friends, your fellow graduates, your teachers, your counselors, and others at school who help to motivate you. Look for the people who are around you, the ones that have been with you from the start. The people in your life who may have been afraid but have done the right thing anyway, who have shown you by example how to be brave. Follow their examples and look to journey the same paths that they have taken. When you spot these moments of bravery, even the small unrecognized ones, you can find the way to be the hero along your own path, wherever it may take you, regardless of who you are. We live in a world of profound inequality, enormous inequity, that is full of systems that have been built and sustained over the years in ways that can hurt the most vulnerable in our society and community. Hopefully, all of our paths will converge in ways that we can challenge these systems and make a better world. Our goal can be to make our school and community a place where everyone can thrive, not just survive. Now, as you prepare to end one journey, and in my remaining moments as your principal, I give the class of 2021 one final project, one final assignment that you are required to work at. Don't worry, it's not an essay. From this day forward, it is your responsibility to encourage others to make our community stronger for everyone. The path is always through education. Encourage your junior friends who haven't made it to this stage yet. Speak to your younger relatives and encourage them in the way that you were encouraged. You know the power of the path firsthand. You know that getting to this day is worth it. As that famous future philosopher Morpheus once said, it is the difference between knowing the path and walking the path. And it was our privilege to journey together with you. Congratulations, members and families of the class of 2021. On behalf of the faculty, staff, and administration of Schenectady High School, remember always, we love you, we are so proud of you, and we wish you all the best along your path and into your future. Thank you. It is our graduation tradition for members of the John Sayles School of Fine Arts Serenaders to present a vocal performance. Because it was too late to get our choir together in person for today's ceremony, we present a socially distanced recording of You'll Never Walk Alone that we dedicate to the class of 2021.
When you walk through a storm, hold your head up high, and don't be afraid of the dark. At the end of the storm is a golden sky, and the sweet silver song of the lark. Walk on through the wind, walk on through the rain, though your dreams be tossed and blown. Walk on and on with hope in your heart, and you'll never walk alone. You'll never walk, you'll never walk, you'll never walk alone. Walk on, walk on.
At this time, I would like to introduce Jocelyn Hoffman, cohort principal of the class of 2021.
Thank you, Mr. Chank. I would like to introduce someone who is not only the leader of our district, but is a relentless advocate for all students and families in Schenectady. Dr. Aaron Boshniak is currently serving as the interim superintendent of Schenectady City School District. Dr. Boshniak was appointed to the role of acting superintendent in March of 2020, but started with the Schenectady City School District in the 2016-17 school year. With almost 27 years in the field of education, he is most proud of his time serving the students, faculty, staff, and community of Schenectady City Schools. I now invite Dr. Boshniak to the podium to address the graduating class of 2021.
Thank you, Ms. Hoffman. Good morning, graduates. You are the reason we are here. Good morning. And good morning to our families and our staff, our Board of Education, and members of our community. As Ms. Hoffman said, my name is Dr. Aaron Boshniak, and I am proud to be serving as the interim superintendent of the Schenectady City School District. And I'm honored to have the opportunity to address the class of 2021 this morning. First and foremost, congratulations, be proud, you made it. It is so nice to see all of your faces, and no one is yelling at me, you're on mute. So before coming to work at Schenectady, as I was leaving my previous school district, a colleague gave a book to me called Together is Better, a little book of inspiration by Simon Sinek. Simon Sinek is an author and a speaker who I've always followed and regularly seek inspiration from. The person who gave the book to me knew that too. In fact, I had introduced him to Simon Sinek's books and impactful messages about inspiration and discovering purpose. Sinek gained notoriety from his TED Talk called Start With Why. It was the third most watched TED Talk in 2009 when he released it. And his message is pretty simple. It goes like this: always start with why. He stresses that the reason why you do something is more important than what you do or how you accomplish it. When you know and understand your why and what you believe, you'll make decisions that move you in that direction, and you will attract those who will inspire you so that you can grow and change the world for the better. I've absolutely cherished that book. It, along with so many supportive people in my life, has served as inspiration for me, especially during times of change. Today, I extend Sinek's message to you and encourage each of you to find your purpose, your why. Preparing for commencement ceremony today and thinking about how important this day is, I also remembered a quote from the book that I will share with you. This quote makes me think about the journey, the path to graduation day, the one you had to take to get where you are today, right here, but also the path you have ahead of you when you leave here today. So Sinek says, success is when reality looks like what's in our imagination. Excitement comes from the achievement, but fulfillment comes from the journey that you got here. I know that each and every one of you envisioned wearing your cap and gown and having your diploma in hand. And even with all the unknown and unprecedented challenges and uncertainties over the past year, you persevered. You stuck with it. You imagined what it would look like and feel like in some way, shape, or form. You did it. Being here today, this is truly success. And you have so many people who are proud of you for all that you have achieved, especially amidst that word that Mr. Chank said he wouldn't say, a pandemic. So through virtual school, without in-person connectedness, which we all know is so important, but you still stayed the course. Even as our schools and even as all of our lives were on pause, you continued on the journey. You saw it through to the end, no matter how difficult it's been. So be proud and fulfilled because it was your journey. You made it. And today, you have on your caps and gowns, and you will cross the stage with your diploma in hand. No matter how you imagined it, no matter how you thought it would look, you did it. Yes, you did it. And today is your reality. So further on in Sinek's book, he says, our struggles are the short-term steps we must take on our way to long-term success. Know that the struggles you experience getting to this point are only indicative of your strength and all that you can do. As you go off into life, whether it is college or career or a life of service, whatever it is that you have ahead of you, don't be afraid of the struggle. Fail forward. It's how we learn. It's how we grow. Learn from your mistakes. Know that success always takes help. Connect with other people who share the same passions and same vision as you. If you don't have a vision, that's okay. Just be sure to find one. You can be your own visionary, or you can be inspired by the vision of others. As long as it resonates with you, it doesn't matter where your inspiration comes from. but always surround yourself with people who support you and will help make your vision your reality. Be the leader of your own journey, but take help from others along the way. I'm sure there are many people you're thinking about who helped you get to this point. Be thankful for them and know, like the title of Sinek's book, together is better. An African proverb speaks to this quite simply. To go fast, go alone. To go far, go together. In closing, I leave you with one final quote from Simon Sinek's book. I think this is apropos for where all of you are today, but more importantly, where you will be tomorrow. High school graduates with bright futures, bright with promise. So Sinek says in his quote of books, it doesn't matter where we start, it doesn't matter when we start, all that matters is that we start. So in the words of Nike, just do it, because I know you can do it. Look what you have accomplished already. While your high school journey comes to a close, your journey right now is just beginning. Tomorrow starts a new journey. Don't be afraid to start. Find your vision. Just start and go get it. Be excited by your achievements. Be fulfilled by your journey. Do it together, because together is better. Congratulations to all of you. Live your life with purpose. Keep aiming for your why. Now, Schenectady High School, class of 2021. Go start. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Bosniak. Next, I would like to invite Josephine Casper, the fundraising chair for the class of 2021, to the podium in order to introduce our first Schenectady High School co-valedictorian.
Thanks, Cenk. Good morning, everyone. How are you? Yeah. My name is Josie Casper, and I'm here to introduce our co-valedictorian, Hallie Fletcher. Hallie has attended Schenectady School since 2nd grade. She is a part of the first cohort of students accepted into the SMART transfer program. And through this program, Hallie completed 60 college credits. Wow. Oh, yeah. Focused on neuroscience at Schenectady County Community College and the University at Albany. During her high school career, Hallie was a member of Dance Connections. She also completed an internship at the National Association of Social Workers and was accepted into the Phi Theta Kappa Honor Society. Hallie was accepted by early decision to Wellesley College. She plans to major in neuroscience. Wow, nice. It is my privilege to welcome Hallie Fletcher to the podium. Yay.
Hi, good morning. I hope you guys are all doing well today. I would first like to take a moment to honor the original guardians of the land we are on today, the Mohican and the Mohawk tribe of the Iroquois Nation. I was raised in a native home where I was taught to honor my ancestors, the land, and the customs of the original inhabitants. One of the key tenets of native culture is respecting all living things that grow up from the earth as well as the animals we share it with. We honor the Mohicans by respecting and living these values. For the past year and a half, we have drastically adjusted to a new way of learning, which truly took a toll on us, our teachers, and on our school staff. But look where we are now. We are here. We made it. Despite a worldwide pandemic in the last 2 years, you all, in your own way, overcame these obstacles and made it to the finish line of this part of your life. And a new one is just beginning. No matter if you chose to go to college, to a trade school, take a year off, or get a job, I just hope you are doing what you are passionate about or taking steps to achieve your future goals. High school is not the end-all be-all. It is just a stepping stone to the rest of your life, preparing you socially for how to become a caring and compassionate person in society. That is a lot of what we learned during elementary, middle, and high school. How to share, collaborate, empathize with our classmates, and ask for help when we needed it. We gained friends and learned how to have healthy relationships. One of the things that truly had an impact on me in high school was having a teacher that I identify with. I had my first Black teacher in my whole 12 years of education in 9th grade, specifically Mr. Davis. I'm sure some of you have had him in your 10th grade English class, and we can all agree he is a tremendous teacher. Not only did I feel excited to learn, but I also felt more comfortable around him because, as someone who shares the same race, we share similar life experiences. Mr. Davis's classroom became a safe haven of sorts for not just me, but for many other students, even after we completed his class. I cannot stress enough the importance of feeling represented in your school. It is important that we see ourselves in the staff, the teachers, the guidance counselors, and the principals. I would like to take a moment to honor a special cohort of students. At the end of my freshman year, I joined a handful of my peers and applied for the first Smart Transfer cohort in Schenectady High. After completing the college application, requesting references, and interviewing with the Smart Transfer team, we started a challenging and rewarding journey. We owe a debt of gratitude to our mentors in this program, Pam McCall, Miss Gallo, and all the staff who supported us. Would my fellow Smart Transfer students please stand so we can acknowledge your achievements? Pritish Arjun graduated from SUNY Schenectady with an associate's degree in science and is attending Florida Atlantic University, where he plans to major in chemistry. Ethan DePue graduated with an associate's degree in criminal justice and is attending the College of St. Rose, where he will major in criminal justice. Devishti Janaran graduated with a Smart Transfer Program associate's degree in criminal justice and will be attending the University of Albany's Honors College to obtain a degree in emergency preparedness, homeland security, and cybersecurity. Ram Madani graduated with an associate's degree in science and is attending the University of Albany, where he will major in cybersecurity. Brady Petrie graduated with an associate's degree in criminal justice and plans on attending SUNY Delhi to continue studying criminal justice. Ganesh Sahamad graduated with an associate's degree in math and science and is attending the University of Albany to pursue a degree in electrical and computer engineering. You guys already clapped, so I guess I don't have to tell you to clap anymore. Please join me in applauding these students for their impressive accomplishments. In closing, a song lyric I find fitting for the class of 2021, after all we have universally experienced, is, "The only time you should look back is to see how far you've come," from Butterfly, the song Butterfly by BTS. And this really rings true for us all. High school, after today, is behind us, and it is time to move on and achieve greater things for ourselves. That future looks different for everyone. We can close this chapter of our lives and focus on how to move forward. We should all be proud of ourselves for persisting against the odds. Hold your head high as you walk across the stage and accept your diploma. Congratulations, class of 2021.
Thank you, Holly. I would like to re-invite Josephine Casper back to the podium, who will introduce our second class of 2021 co-valedictorian.
Hi again. Thanks, Chang. It is now my privilege to introduce our other co-valedictorian, Michaela Adair. Yeah! Michaela has earned the privilege to speak today because of the hard work and dedication she has put into her academics throughout her high school career, becoming the class of 2021 valedictorian. Yeah. Michaela is an individual dedicated not only to academic excellence, but athletics and extracurricular activities as well. She believes that the diversity she experienced during her time as a student in the Schenectady School District, along with the interactions with her peers and teachers, has helped contribute to her overall success as a person. Throughout high school, Michaela has been a full IB student. Ooh. Been a member of several clubs such as the National Honor Society and the Science Bowl team, has helped her fellow students by being a peer tutor, and has competed on the volleyball, indoor track, and softball teams. Yeah. Michaela's drive for excellence in academics drew her to pursue additional learning experiences outside of high school. She participated in Smart Scholars, taking college classes in math and science during her summers. Michaela's love of math and science led her to look into engineering opportunities, and she found the GE Inspire program through the high school and Cornell's Summer Diversity in the engineering program, where she would have had the opportunity to spend a week on Cornell's campus working on an engineering problem if it weren't for COVID, which sucks, I'm sorry. The program went on virtually, but the experience wasn't the same. With Michaela's love of math and science, it is no surprise that she will be attending Rensselaer in the fall to study engineering. Yeah. Women in STEM. Okay. Michaela is a confident, curious, driven, and determined young woman with a passion for knowledge. Please join me in welcoming Michaela Adair, the class of 2021 co-valedictorian. Yeah.
Thank you to Josie, and I'm honored to be speaking here today. And a huge congratulations to the class of 2021. You guys did it. We're finally graduating, and I would like to thank you all for coming. I know you guys were all graduating regardless if you came here or not, but it feels good to have everyone here. I also want to say thank you to the people who made being here today easier for me. You guys know who you are. I'm lucky to have an army of support behind me. Having people who believe in you really does go far. I want to take a minute to thank God for people that are here today and for keeping our loved ones that have passed in spirit. I can't begin to imagine how proud they are of us. I don't think anyone predicted a pandemic happening in the middle of our 4 years of high school. I never thought we would all have to attend classes from home. My disappointment in our circumstances and the lack of effort from some makes me grateful for those that do go the extra mile. To the people who showed kindness and maximum effort in our circumstances, you don't go unnoticed. I'm beyond grateful that we can be here today, even though it took some fighting. Thank you to everyone who helped in fighting for a better graduation, especially our class president, Lizzie, who attended Google Meets on her lunch for weeks, coordinating better plans. Classmates like Lizzie who fight for what's deserved is what inspires me. It was important to be able to graduate together. We've been separated for over a year, and this is our moment to celebrate together. I was watching old speeches from graduations, and one of the past salutatorians of Schenectady said, graduating is not something done by an individual, but by a group. This quote reminded me of the value of graduation. Hopefully, I'm speaking for everybody when I say we look forward to walking across the stage and getting our diplomas basically our whole lives. Graduation is a milestone that marks the end of our weird high school experience and the beginning of something new for all of us. It's only right, as we try to find our paths on this new journey, we step into it together. I would like to remind my classmates that your value as a person does not come from what you have accomplished in high school. We should all be proud because it hasn't been easy, but don't let it define you. Over the last few years, especially our senior year, I've learned that value comes from who you are as a person, how you reflect, how you treat others, most importantly, how you treat yourself. I hope we're able to mark our own success, whether it be to graduate high school, buy a house, or to buy a house, graduate high school, whatever you choose. I hope it's something that's important to you. One of my main goals in life is to find a career that I'm passionate about. Growing up, I always saw people in my life in careers or jobs that they were just trying to pay the bills with. I would watch people get up for work day in and day out and be miserable. I wanted to pay the bills, but not like that. One of my favorite poets, Maya Angelou, whose style is what appeals to me most, said, "My mission in life is not to merely survive, but to thrive, and to do so with some compassion, some passion, some humor, and some style." I don't think it's going to be easy, but if we continue to show the resilience we have shown all through the last 4 years, I think that all of us will be able to find something we are passionate about. If there was one thing I could wish for all of you, it is to continue to grow as people. In life, we can't control everything, as shown by the world we live in today, but a great coach once told me we control what we can control and adapt to what's around us. We will continue to grow. I hope your growth ensures that you not only treat others equally, regardless of race, gender, or sexuality, but that you fight for the people who are treated unequally. Our country has deep grievances that need to be fixed and will not fix themselves. If not anything, walk away from today ready to start fresh, head held high. I hope you are able to take all the good memories and leave the bad ones here. Take the fight you have shown through high school into the world with you, the courtrooms, the doctor's offices, the salon chairs, the walkways, the protests, the labs, or the TVs. Wherever you go, whatever you do. And if you do not see results from your fight, try a different way. My Little League baseball coach always told me the difference between ordinary and extraordinary is that little extra. There is not much stopping us from being the people who make real change. As I was trying to write this speech, it was difficult for me. I wasn't really sure what I wanted to say, so I decided to reflect on what I've learned through my classmates and experiences and share my hopes for you guys as we move on to new things. My biggest hope is that you don't give up. A few years ago, I was on a swim team for Rotterdam Boys and Girls Club. Mind you, I didn't even know how to swim, let alone race. I only had a few weeks of practices before our first meet. At the meet, I was put into the 200-meter backstroke. And when it started, I was doing okay. But after the first and second flip turn, I became really tired. Started to close my eyes because I didn't want to see how much further I had. I was 100% sure I couldn't finish and was embarrassed. Then a coach from another team, who I never met before, stands above me while I'm pedaling in the water, screaming, "Go, you got it, you're almost there," all the way until I finished my fourth lap. If you have ever competed and been cheered for while doing it, whatever it was, then you're probably familiar with the motivation this random lady was able to give to me. When you're really tired and ready to give up because it seems so far from the finish line, like our senior year, and someone starts rooting for you, it just energizes you. To every Schenectady High School graduate of the class of 2021, know that if you feel tired and you're ready to give up on your next journey, I am rooting for you. I know I don't know many of you personally, and some not at all, but a complete stranger believed in me and helped me finish my first swimming race. I think it goes far to have someone who believes in you. Show the world what our class is capable of. You all deserve to grasp this feeling of accomplishment and celebrate it. Be nothing short of proud. Congratulations.
Thank you, Michaela. At this time, I would like to introduce our esteemed guest speaker, Dr. Aaron Mayer. Dr. Mayer is a retired New York State public health, epidemiological spatial analyst, environmentalist, and the 57th national president of the Sierra Club with an honorary Doctor of Humane Letters for his international climate work from the State University of New York at Binghamton. As a national environmental justice movement pioneer, founder, and activist of the Arbor Hill, New York community in Albany, he was responsible for the creation of the W. Hayward Burns Environmental Education Center and the Arbor Hill Environmentalist Justice Corporation. He currently lives in Schenectady, New York, and works for the Adirondack Council. Dr. Mayer was elected president of the Sierra Club on May 16, 2015, and was the organization's first African-American president. Mayer has been a member of the Sierra Club since 1999. Since that time, he has held many leadership positions within the club, including National Environment Justice and Community Partnerships Chair, National Diversity Council, also work with the Atlantic Chapter, Environmental Justice Chapter Chair, and the Hudson Mohawk Group, International Human Rights and Environment, environmental justice and wilderness, water quality, and habitats. Dr. Mayer is a graduate of Binghamton University, where he received a Bachelor of Arts in History and Sociology and a certificate in Southwest Asia and North Africa Studies. He also trained at Rhode Island's Naval Education and Training Center and attended the American University in Cairo. He participated in Binghamton University's political science doctoral program, but left the program to begin state service in 1988. In 1995, Dr. Mayer founded the Arbor Hill Environmental Justice Corporation, which was a member of the White House Council on Environmental Quality from 1998 to 2000. He also founded and served as board member and lectured at the W. Haywood Burns Environmental Center in the Albany Capital Region. In 1999, Mr. Mayer was a member of Friends of Clean Hudson. In 2000, Mayer received an EPA Environmental Quality Award for cleanup of the polychlorinated biphenyls, PCBs, on the Hudson River. Dr. Mayer also served as a board member of the New York League of Conservation Voters in 2000. It is my honor to invite to the podium Dr. Aaron Mayer.
Good morning. Dr. Chang, Dr. Bochniak, faculty, staff, and more importantly, class of 2021. I'd like to open with a little something from John Legend in Common. And I want y'all to put your choir voices on for me, because I know y'all have it in you. I will say the verse, but you will repeat the piece after it, because I know you know the song. Glory. What? I can hear you. Y'all wake now. Come on, wake up. Glory. Oh, glory. Oh, glory. And this is a song, the soundtrack to the movie Glory, which celebrated an event in my lifetime, which was the Selma March for civil rights. At the height of fighting a 100-year struggle for equal rights, voting rights, and civil rights. We were granted civil rights in the 15th Amendment in 1865. Slaves later learned they were free also in 1865 in Texas, which to this day, in your lifetime, the struggle continues because we now have a holiday called Juneteenth. We are remembering and still fighting that struggle for glory. In your lifetimes, in your actions, your words, your deeds, while facing the pandemic of COVID, your generation and my generation had to stand up in the wake of injustice. Many of you led and participated in Black Lives Matter protests all across this state, in this city, and around the country. My generation had its anthems. In fact, I hearken back to a Buffalo Springfield song in the 60s. You know, some folks here stop, what's that sound? But few know the title of the song was For What It's Worth. And many folks saw it as an anti-war protest song. But no, it was a song against police brutality, overreach of power, abuse of power, and people rising up, the youth rising up and demanding justice. I want to give you 3 points of my talk. Number one, first main point, be woke. Now I know that some politicians are trying to turn that on its head to put you back to sleep. But in being woke and being awake, being alert, you can stand for justice. You are aware of what's happening. Now, there are those who want to, like I said, turn that on its head because they want you to forget and sleep. But remember, we've been on that journey of sleep. It took 100 years, 1865 to 1965, to achieve the Civil Rights Act that was amended in the Constitution. But the nation went to sleep. But many of those of color always continued and held the light of struggle within them. So the first point is, don't be asleep. Be woke. In your careers, in your journey, in your lives, be woke. The second piece I advise you is to pay attention. Pay attention and learn. This is what your part of your journey that you're doing right now, but you will continue to learn. Part of paying attention allows you to stay awake and also feel yourself and feel the energy that you need to go forward. Case in point of helping you pay attention, again, in your generation, I believe it was your junior year to your senior year, 1619 project, awakened America to its deep history and divisions with regards to inequity, injustice, and racism. Your generation, through your protests this past summer, the awakening this past spring with George Floyd, was part of you while adults were trying to sleep, paying attention and rising up. And the third part I ask of you is doing what you continue to do. You took action this spring, but I ask you to continue to take action. Know that your life, growth, and success depends on actions you've taken in the past and in the future. Just think about it. The actions taken in the wake of George Floyd by a 17-year-old, a peer of your class, a peer of your age group. She did not go asleep. She did not shirk away in fear. She used her video skills that she probably took in a video class like you guys have here in your extracurricular classes in your own school. And she applied that talent and her social media skills in the face of pain and suffering and were a witness to the death of another human being. And by her being woke, paying attention, and taking action through her pain and her tears, she recorded a history that now has transformed the way our nation, our law enforcement, but more important, our civil authorities look at our collective humanity. It took the death of a black man, a man who cried out, but through her action, she did not walk away. Unflinchingly, she took action and she recorded. And our country has been transformed. I'm asking you, as you pass through this career here, graduate from here, that you continue to take action, that you do not sleep, that you pay attention, and more importantly, lead and advance that attention, keep on continuing to lead and to learn as you go through your college career. I know that for some, they will hopefully push that your fear and walking away from all that we're learning right now, where they're saying critical race theory is a condition that is harming some at the expense of another minority. No. Studying a theory, studying a thought is pushing you to think. But more importantly, critical race theory is not a theory, it is a fact that was held self-evident, written in the Constitution and the founding document of this nation, that defined one class of human beings and Americans as less than human, 3/5, and the other, the property class, as having the rights. It has taken that long struggle, that long march to glory, to bring about the arc of justice to where we are right now. And now some have allowed the nation to sleep, but it took that action of that teenager, that 17-year-old, to wake us up into action and into the streets again, like my generation during the 60s and 70s were in the street, to hold us collectively accountable and again to make us all wake up. I now move to that beautiful part of that theme, your theme, the theme of your generation, a theme that harkens back to the past struggles of the 60s, but is part of the old struggles since the end of the first Civil War, but also to the founding of this nation, in which John Legend in that beautiful song said, one day, when the glory comes, it'll be ours. It'll be ours. Your glory in rising up and being resilient and taking your diplomas today. Today is your glory in that march and that journey for justice. And the victory of winning is right now completing that degree and making your parents proud. And I want to say I'm the guy that's standing in between you and celebrating that glory. I want to thank you, and I wish upon you continued success, but equally more importantly, continued struggle, because you're woke, you're paying attention, and you're taking action. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Mayer, for the inspiring words. For the third time today, I would like to invite Josephine Casper to the stage to introduce the President of the School Board of Schenectady, Mr. John Foley, for the presentation of diplomas.
Hi again. Okay, John Foley was elected to serve on the Schenectady City School District in May of 2012. He has been president of the board since July 2017. He is retired from the United States Postal Service, where he worked as a letter carrier and acting safety specialist. John was also a member of the USPS Albany Crisis Team from July 1993 to 2011. John has been a member of the National Association of Letter Carriers, NALC, since 1975. As a member of the NALC, he has served in a variety of positions, including working as a shop steward, safety officer, and the executive vice president of local branch 358. He also worked in the NALC National Business Agent's Office as a local business agent. As a local business agent, he served as a union advocate in arbitration hearings, was responsible for union organizing, and served on the National USPS NALC Joint Safety Task Force. He currently serves as the chairperson of the trustees in the local branch. John is married to Peg Foley, who is an artist and teacher. They have 3 daughters, each of whom attended and graduated from the Schenectady City School District. At this time, I invite Mr. John Foley to address the class of 2021.
Thank you. And good morning. On behalf of the entire board, I want to extend a heartfelt congratulations to the class of 2021. I was told that the 2020 graduates said that one of the best things about participating in a recorded graduation ceremony was they could fast forward through the speeches that they weren't interested in hearing. The class of 2021 does not enjoy that advantage, but I think it's far better for all of us to be here in person celebrating this occasion. I promise I'll be brief. Each year, when I need to do an address at graduation, I look for a relevant quote that works both as a theme for the talk and a charge to the graduates that will inform their actions going forward. A few years ago, I talked about the motto above the Mount Pleasant Middle School stage. As I recall it, it says, "Enter to learn, go forth to serve." Many of you have likely seen this motto numerous times. The graduates I was addressing that year, like you, had learned a great deal as students. The charge was to use that knowledge to serve the communities that they would live and work in. Last year, I talked about a culture in which warriors greet each other with the phrase, "How are the children?" The expected reply is, "The children are well." The point I wanted to make to the graduates last year was that they were now the adults. They now have the responsibility of serving those who come after them. And as the warriors knew, if the children are not well, the society is not healthy. When I began thinking about this year's talk, a quote from Maya Angelou was recommended to me. These are her words. "I've learned that no matter what happens or how bad it seems today, life does go on. It will be better tomorrow. I've learned that you can tell a lot about a person by the way he or she handles these three things: a rainy day, lost luggage, and tangled Christmas tree lights. I've learned that regardless of your relationship with your parents, you'll miss them when they're gone from your life. I've learned that making a living is not the same thing as making a life. I've learned that life sometimes gives you a second chance. I've learned that you shouldn't go through life with a catcher's mitt on both hands. You need to be able to throw something back. I've learned that whenever I decide something with an open heart, I usually make the right decision. I've learned that even when I have pains, I don't have to be one. I've learned that every day you should reach out and touch someone. People love a warm hug or just a friendly pat on the back. I've learned that I still have a lot to learn. I've learned that people will forget what you said, people forget what you did, but people will never forget how you made them feel. I believe that Maya Angelou is correct. The quotes that I've used in previous addresses were likely forgotten by many of the graduates long before the day even ended. But the joy of walking across the stage, the happiness of being with friends and families is probably still cherished by those graduates. So today, I ask you to feel good about yourselves. You deserve to feel good. Graduating from high school is not an easy task. This is likely my final graduation talk and my final charge to students. When you go out into the world as young adults, remember that how you make people feel will have an impact on the success of all your endeavors. It will shape how you are known and remembered. Take care to understand how you make others feel. I congratulate each of you and thank you for all you have accomplished as members of the Schenectady High graduating class of 2021.
Thank you, Mr. Foley. And now, without further delay, at this time, we will award diplomas to the class of 2021. I would hold them in one hand, that's why there's four, and then shake. And just kind of like twist it with your thumb forward.
Michaela Abernathy. Adam Abzel. Ryan Acevedo. Cassiel Achan. Hunter Adair. Scott Adams. Aisha Ahmed. Lena Ahmed. Aliyah Akram. Michaela Dukes. Risk Al-Harbi. Felicia Ali. Sanasia Allen. Alex Alley. Ayman Al-Gorami. Emma Althizer. Nadia Alvarez Guzman. Sierra Ames. Isaiah Anderson. Jamel Anderson. Rakira Anderson. Connor Angie. Javon Ardrey. Pritesh Arjun. Nimra Asif. Jayshree Adishand. Caleb Atanasio. Saida Ayala. Aliyah Bacchus. Danishwara Atlu. Naropa Bechan. Paul Beatty. Matthew Beju. Victoria Bailey. Jonathan Belletti. Ralph Beloyo. Amat Barea. Marquez Barmore. Nasim Barnhill. Robert Barton. Shavania Matsu.
Trinity Becker. Ethan Badesi. Ryan Beeman. O'Brimely Benitez. Molly Bennett. Okay. Yasmin Bennett. Destiny Kwiatkowski. Rashana Benny. Leon Bajan. Shyla Bigelow Smith. Anthony Bisnoth. Ashley Bierju. Sophia Blanco. Markai Bland. Jakai Blonde. Steve Blount. Jacob Boliker. Norman Booth. Kayla Baschulte. Torrance Bradley. Amir Branchell. Keziah Breedlove. Anthony Brihaspat. Alex Bridgemohan. Alejandro Brinker. Danielle Bronson. You can take it down for pictures if you want. Okay. Daryl Bronson. Abigail Brown. Anaya Brown. Dylan Boodoo. Antoine Budrum. Mariah Burns. Michael Caffarella. Julia Campbell. Angelo Capobianco. Brianna Carter. Cassandra Carty. Elijah Quan Cedinho. Zawadi Champion Cephas. Brianna Chandrat. Kelly Chattergoon. Tanaya Cherry. Anderson Chikaiza. Amy Chinsami. Roger Christman.
Joseph Clark.
All right. Joseph Clark. Daniel Kahn. Ahmad Coleman. Angelita Cotto. Woo! First gen! Alan Crusetta. Carlos Cruz. Denasia Cruz. Eric Cruz. Amani Cruz. Janeda Cruz. Nicholas Cruz. Brady Culkin. Dewan Daffin.
You want pictures or you want to keep them?
Brian Daniels. Cache Daniels. Natalia Daniels. Sean Daniels. Lindsay Diarton. Megan Diarton. Anthony Davis. Chris Davis. Congratulations. Jeremiah Davis. Colleen DeFriedis. Gabriel Degoski. Talia Dietz. Aliana Delagrandeance. Kimberly Delaney. Altagracia De La Rosa. Precious De La Rosa. Jillian Deno. Shamar Delphin. Tameshwar Dunoth. Didi Hernandez Rosario. Anisha Dionarine. Anthony Dionarine. Anjali Dionath. Ethan DePoo. Romer Darrett. Rishi Donasar. Nityanan Donram. Jacob Dillenbeck. Drasier Dix. Sebastian Dunn. Sarah Eason. Brandon Edwards. Don't even. Evan Enright. Liliana Espinoza. Edion Estrada. Nyla Etienne. Alexis Farley. Yeah. Jaquan Figueroa. Sarah Fish. Misael Flores. Nicole Fournier. Omagbulahan Ghaffari. Logan Gallo. Julian Game. Marissa Gannon. Drew Gansworth. Paul Gauthier. Devontae George. Angela George. Simeon Glasgow. He's on the phone. Hold on. Trajan Faircloth. Moheen Goberdon. Nayeli Gomez.
Thank you for everything. Thank you.
Elenitza Gomez. Dequa Gomez. Shakira Gonzalez. Edwin Gonzalez. Antonio Gonzalez. Pooja Goberdon. Anjali Gopal. Amari Gray. Alina Green. Angelina Guerra. Jarieli Guerrero. Bhuneshwar Gulsharan. Ronnie Guyton. Louis Guzman. Jashawn Hagray. Shatiana Ham. Deanna Hardy. Devana Harrychan. Navia Harris. Happy birthday, Grandma! I did it! Woo! Anya Rael Harvey Stanley. Alexis Harwood. Isaiah Hawkins. Caitlin Hazard. Jaheim Hernandez. Tanaya Holloway. Latrice Holt.
Thank you so much for everything.
Aiden Holton. Yanijah Hopkins. Devon Hosier. PJ Hargrove. Aaliyah Howard. Nashawn Howard. Tiana Howlett. Dimitri Hudson. Aliana Hudson. Alex Ishwar. Fozia Ismail.
Courtney Jackson. Alika Jackson Bergen. Zachary Jacobs. Will Jacobs. Sarah Jagnath. Devishti Jainarain. Devi Jainarain. Sujendra Jainoth. Elizabeth James. Jamari Jamieson.
Hi, Mom. Hi, Dad. Hi, Stepdad.
Brandon Jawahir. Josiah Genti. Sachin Joden. Elijah Johnson. As always. Nevaeh Johnson.
No, I don't. I left it.
It's like this is a big day. Gabriella Jones. Devindra Kamalram. Jaylee Cardum. You're scared? Oh, don't be nervous. Don't be nervous. Don't be nervous. You got this. Sean Correa. Akshay Keemraj. You gotta go. You gotta go. Zuri Keith.
I love you. Thank you so much for everything.
Melissa Khalil. Zaid Khan. Doresh Kemraj.
Thank you.
Carlos King.
I'm gonna miss you so much. I love you. Well, I'll get your number after. Yes. Oh wait, I'm holding my number after. Yes.
Josiah King.
So proud of you.
Yogita Kishun.
Ready?
Yep.
All right.
Leon Kishun.
Got it. You want Willie? Billy. All right.
Billy Krowicki. Madison Lee.
Thank you.
Ram Madani. Mia Martinez. Brianna Ford. Kieran O'Brien.
Congratulations, Karen.
Brady Petrie. Gabriel Reddy. Nadira Khan. Joy Garcia. Latasia Halliday.
No, you don't have to say for me.
Rubina Saeed. Janice Jackson. I like that energy. Janice Jackson. Glenasia Greer. But and now I'd like to introduce each of our top 10 graduates for the class of 2021 and the class officers. Tabitha Adair. Ahmed Al-Zaidan. Hemnerine Bazdeo. Josephina Casper. Emily Fredericks. Caroline Canty. Co-valedictorian Hallie Fletcher. And co-valedictorian Michaela Adair.
At this time, would the class of 2021 please stand for our John Sayles School of Fine Arts senior vocal students performing the Schenectady High School alma mater.
As we travel on our journey, these memories will hold dear. May the knowledge, dreams, and friendships endure throughout the years. With pride and joy stand, in strength and glory, your name shall live forever in our hearts Schenectady.
If the class of 2021 could please remain standing. At this time, would our graduating seniors please move your tassels from the right to the left? On behalf of the New York State Education Department, the Schenectady City School District Board of Education, Superintendent Dr. Aaron Boshniak, and myself, I officially declare you Schenectady High School's graduating class of 2021. I don't know if they get them back.